Hey everyone, we're now talking about the last fruit of the Spirit called self-control. And when I think about self-control, I think about a phrase that what was said to me when I was younger all the time, was think before you speak. I think today we would actually say this: think before you post, think before you share, think before you tweet, think before you snap. Whatever else we would think of, especially in our social media, that is more probably appropriate than think before you speak. Though think before you speak would be important too. Self-control is such an important thing. I want to read a verse to you that helps us understand self-control. It's Proverbs 25, verse 28. It says this: like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control. See, without self-control, what happens is anything and anyone is given access to our lives because our walls are down. Our walls are open and then they can come in. Whatever that something is, whatever that someone is, if we don't have self-control, we can allow things physically to come into our lives, emotionally come to our lives, relationally, financially, even spiritually, all can come right into our lives because without self-control, we don't have the walls that are up. The other thing that I think about self-control is they're also like the guardrails of our journey that we're on in life. And I actually remember one time when I was living in Seattle shortly after Sammy and I had gotten married, and it had snowed, but then really ice had hit on the roads. And I know here in Indiana we have difficulty with ice on the roads, but I guarantee you it's nothing like roads in Washington when icy roads come our way. They're not prepared for it. And I remember having to try to come down a hill just so slowly. It was like we were creeping down this hill little by little. And when I put my brakes on, my car kept moving. And here's the thing: there was an edge and a ledge not too far from me, and it didn't have a guardrail. I was freaked out. The idea that I possibly might slip over that edge and there was homes on that other side. I tell you, I was able to stop my car. I turned that thing around and I went back up the hill. I was not going to go any further down that hill, knowing there weren't proper guardrails all along that way. Without self-control in your life, you are going to have the lack of guardrails as you go through the journey of your life. You will have the lack of walls to protect you from anything coming into your life. So my challenge today is to seek self-control, to seek to put up the walls that you need to protect yourself and put up the guardrails on the journey of your life to guide yourself through life. We all need self-control. It is an important part of becoming who God wants you to become. So my challenge is live with self-control. Put the walls up, put the guardrails up, and live life controlled like God would want you to.